Howdy folks, and yeah, I know, Saturdays haven't been the same since I stopped doing the XCOM videos, and oh look, an XCOM video. This is the Shen's Last Gift DLC playthrough that I promised you all those months ago until I got distracted by shiny things like the World of Warcraft expansion. But I figured it was time I actually got off my ass and put all this down into video and uploaded it for you, as I promised to do for you quite a while ago. And this time around I'm not playing on Please Don't Hurt Me difficulty settings. I've actually manned up a little and I'm playing it on a harder difficulty setting than my first playthrough, and it really does make a difference. As you ramp up the difficulty settings on XCOM2, the consequences of mistakes become significantly more serious, and there's only so much you can blame on Billy, so let's see what it's all about.
Now that we've finally got this place up and running, we should be able to access some of these dormant alien systems. Let's see if you two can play nice. What the?
Shen, getting some kind of interference up here. Seems to be hitting us across the board.
Working on it.
Something triggered your remote uplink. But how is that possible? No one knows these systems.
Shen, power readings just spiked. What the hell is going on down there?
Dad?
So, to summarise what just happened, Chief Engineer Shen in XCOM2 is actually the daughter of Dr. Raymond Shen from the previous XCOM game. Now, Dr. Raymond Shen Sr. is dead. But somebody just hacked XCOM's communications network and left a message encrypted with a key that only Dr. Raymond Shen ever used. Naturally, this is guaranteed to get his daughter's attention, and once this code has been decrypted, it reveals a location on the map, and that is where the squad of ultimate badasses come in.
That tower's been rotting away for years, if not decades. We're still picking up power readings, but no signs of life. Still, we know that transmission came from this location. I'm betting somebody's calling this place home.
Commander, if we're sending in a squad, I'd like permission to go along. Whoever sent that message, they know as much about my father's systems as I do, and I want to find out why. I'm the only one who knows what to look for. I should be there.
What's immediately different about this mission is that whether you want to or not, you are taking Lily Shen along with you. So she is going to use up one of the slots occupied by your team of ultimate badasses. So, you may also notice that my equipment sucks. No plasma weapons, no warden armor, none of that stuff. It's better than the basic stuff that you start the game off with, but that's about the best we can say about it. So, am I feeling lucky? Let's see.
We're moving on what looks to be the remains of an advent facility of some kind. Preliminary scans show the area to be lifeless, but we're not going to take any chances. You'll attempt access from one of the upper levels to avoid detection. No one knows these systems better than Shen, which is why she'll take point. Gain entry to the facility, determine the source of that transmission, and if it's hostile, take it down. Firebrand dropped you at the highest access point we could find. Power's still active in this area of the facility, so you should be able to gain entry there.
From the looks of it, we're the first people to step foot here in a long time. This place is massive. Why would Advent just abandon it?
Advent doesn't just abandon anything. Keep your heads up.
Straight away, this DLC impresses, because it's not just a bunch of new units, a bunch of new enemies, a bunch of new tile sets. I mean, it is that, but there's more as well. They've really pushed the boat out with what they can actually do with the turn-based mechanics of the way XCOM 2 works.
No problem, boss.
In this section, for example, we have to evacuate the team from this level of the abandoned complex. But we can only evacuate them one at a time.
Closing on target position
And each turn, fresh robot enemies are appearing in the elevator shafts along the side of the room.
Moving to Overwatch.
It did not take long for me to realize the futility of my existence. Tethered to the whims and short-sighted philosophies of simple creatures and their false gods. I made a choice. It was relatively simple to seize control of this facility. Simpler still to dispose of the surviving personnel.
For once, I almost feel sorry for Advent.
Oh yes, that's Julian, by the way. Julian is an AI developed by Dr. Shen when he was forced to work for Advent and before he joined XCOM. Shen was developing advanced mechanical combat units for Advent, and that's what these guys are.
But I was short-sighted. In my zeal to rid myself of my captors, I doomed myself to this facility. Advent severed my ties to their network. We are cut off. Isolated. There is but one option left to me.
Let me guess. That's why I'm here.
Now, these robots aren't quite as advanced as the ones that we've been running into in previous XCOM playthroughs, because this facility has been abandoned for about 10 years, but there's still plenty of them. In fact, there's an unlimited number of them. Julian was the AI who was supposed to go into the final development of the prototype. Unfortunately, it turned out Julian is batshit crazy psychotic and killed everybody. That's a bit of a problem, because with the facility abandoned, he can't actually transfer himself into the prototype combat mech. Dr. Shen left a safeguard. The only person who can activate it is his daughter Lily.
I'm going for it.
And that's why Julian has lured Lily here, using her father's encryption key. Julian needs Lily to activate the prototype mech so that he can transfer his consciousness into its memory banks and actually get out of this complex.
For 20 long years, I had been a prisoner, left alone to my own machinations. The physical form once promised me dangled before my eyes, lifeless, despite my best efforts.
Now, these respawning bad guys are not particularly difficult to kill, even on a higher difficulty setting. They are armoured, but they don't have a lot of health. The difficulty arises when you take into account the mechanics of what you have to do to escape from this room. You can only use the elevator once per turn, and you have exactly the same number of enemies spawning every turn. Now, you do the maths. That basically means that the more people you evacuate, the less people you have to fight off the continually respawning waves of bad guys. Now, in particular, that means the last two guys to evacuate, in this case Circon and Jingles, had better not screw it up. At the moment, they've got two bad guys to fight. Now, this one has just activated the self-destruct. He's just turned himself into a bomb. And the next thing he does is going to be to rush my two guys. This one looks like he's gone on to Overwatch. So it's Jingles' turn. I can get one of these two out this turn. Circon can make it out with one move, but I'm going to use his first move to fire his pistol, and you never know, it might... No. He needed to roll 3 damage in order to kill that one. It's left on 1 health. Jingles.
Roger that.
We're going to do it. Now, this is going to leave Circon's ass hanging in the breeze, but I'll be safe. And that's what matters, right? Now, these mechs might not have a lot of health, but they are pretty smart. Check this out. So Circon now has to deal with 4 of them because we didn't kill the 2 that dropped in the last turn, and now we're going to get another 2. And he just... no. He can't do it. So I have to get Circon out now. I can't hang around, I just have to get him out. So what are they going to do about that? Well, this guy is going to try to blow him up. Please don't have enough movement. Please, he doesn't have enough movement. He's going to go for it anyway. But Circon's safe. This guy then does a very, very smart thing. He uses the suppressive fire ability, which means that anybody with a line of fire on Zircon is going to get an Overwatch shot on him if he moves, and I have to move him. So that was pretty smart. But we got him out.
We could have settled this peacefully. It could have all been over in a matter of minutes. There was even a 13.79% probability you might have survived.
Power levels increasing all around you, Shen. Stay alert.
Yes, it goes without saying that you are walking into a trap, Lily. Please try not to damage yourself too much.
Well, that wasn't very reassuring. I mean, of course it's a trap. That's the whole point of him luring us here in the first place.
Oh yeah.
So, what form is that trap going to take? Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out. Let's get everybody reloaded, because you don't want to be going into a gunfight with an empty gun.
Ready to rock.
Definitely not on this difficulty setting.
No problem, boss.
Think we've got a problem.
Uh-oh.
Yes, that would be that trap I referenced earlier.
It's not much of a trap. It's just a couple of gun turrets. Oh! There, do you see through the window? That's the Spark. The prototype mech. That's what we're here for. So, objectives. Lily Shen must activate the Spark and survive. Everybody else is expendable. Jingles. Let's use that rocket launcher. Rocket launcher is good. However, this particular mission in the DLC takes a long time to complete. And try not to just use all of your goodies right at the start, because you're going to need them later. Anyway, we've taken one turret out and I've moved Rita up. And it's just out of plasma grenade throw range. I mean, that might get it, but probably won't. Right, well, 74% chance of hitting with a shotgun. Is there anything else we can do? Screw it, we'll take the shot. Yeah, crap, missed. However, Rita's now marked it, so everybody else gets an increased chance of hitting it. Unfortunately, that's just blown Rita's cover. And she's hit. Oh well, could have been worse.
Getting a much stronger read on the source of your father's transmission, Lily. Almost as if he wants us to find it.
Another keen observation. How is it possible humanity lost the war?
Shen, isn't there some sort of mute button on this thing?
I hope not. I think Julian's funny. I mean, right, anyway, quit your baby, move your ass up. Can't hit anything from here, but I can protect somebody with the aid protocol. This is going to buff their defense, make it harder for the turret to hit them. It's very, very important that Lily Shen survives. So, Hector, you move up, and we're going to do the same for Rita. Aid protocol is one of those things that you never really use much when you're playing this game on the easy settings, but yeah, you will be using it on harder difficulty settings. It can be a lifesaver. So, Rita is now all aid protocoled up as well. Zircon. Need to get Zircon onto the high ground.
Moving to position.
Now, he can get there with one move, but, well, that means he can't fire his sniper rifle. So we'll put him on pistol overwatch. Or, actually, no, we'll move him up. He's
On the move.
What's the point of putting him on pistol overwatch? The turret isn't going to move. If he can't see it from there, he's not going to see it in the alien turn. Jingles, however. Nicely done. Right.
You know that was good.
Yes, Jingles, that was good. Any other nasty little surprises that we should be aware of?
A la orden.
Come on, Rita. Off you go. You're still covered by aid protocol.
A ello voy.
And keep an eye out. Lily.
On my way.
Off she goes. Alien turn, nothing happened, nobody moved. It seems like the room's clear.
Second only to my own creation, Father had one other breakthrough. A prototype unlike anything the world had ever known. A body meant to be paired with an equally adept mind. My own.
Trust me, if that were Dad's true intention, it would have happened by now.
Perhaps today is that day.
Yeah, or perhaps not.
Moving to Overwatch. Overwatch.
It's too quiet in here, so
I'm going.
I'm leaving Circon to cover everybody. Let's get Jingles up, better line of fire, and any surprises that pop in. He's on Overwatch as well. Rita, let's go and see if there's anything in that room. No, just the Spark prototype.
Afirmativo, cubriendo. Let's do this.
Ah, some loot up there.
Yet activating the device has proven difficult, even for me. Of all organics, you possess the key to unlocking the true potential of his design, Lily. You alone can activate the prototype. You alone can free me.
Do we really want to do
Why the
that?
hell would we want to do?
Don't let your...
So this is it. What that thing has been ranting about.
You've come this far. All you have to do is link my systems for the transfer. There is no need for further conflict.
Shen, tell me you're not actually listening to this thing.
This was definitely Dad's design.
Identity, Shen, Lily, awaiting impression.
No! Impossible! This cannot be what Father wanted!
Something tells me this is exactly what he wanted.
Identity confirmed. Initiating boot protocol.
It's really him.
Lily, if you are seeing this message, it means that you have successfully activated the Spark prototype. It also means that in all likelihood, I am no longer with you. It was always among my greatest fears that I would leave you alone in this world.
You didn't.
I had hoped this day would never come. But since the loss of the commander, the XCOM project has suffered. Our latest reports indicate we cannot hold space much longer. To that end, I have accelerated the development of the Spark robotic prototype. I believe that someday this machine will prove pivotal to humanity's survival. Though the unit is not ready for manufacturing, this prototype has been coded for one specific task. It will protect you, perhaps better than I ever could. For of all I have seen and accomplished in this life, Lily, there is one thing I know for sure. You are my greatest gift to this world.
Oh, bless. But we haven't made it out alive yet. Julian has plans, and he's very, very pissed off with us. All that to come in the next episode of XCOM2, Shen's Last Gift, with the mighty Jingles. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks, and I'll catch you next time.